Hi everyone, we're finishing up the HiSet 2016 Free Practice Math Test, FPT 6A, and we're going to look at the last two questions, number 24 and 25. Number 24 wants to know what the value of x is in this particular equation. So I'm going to take a snapshot of it and move it over to my whiteboard so we can look at it. All right, so what we have here, this is not a complicated problem. You just have to know how to look at it, okay? What we want is we want to take this expression and we want to simplify it so that it will be this expression, all right? So keep that in mind. We are basically simplifying. Whenever you simplify something, you're telling how many times a particular number will go into a particular other number, okay? So whatever number we're using to simplify these things with will go into 24 4 times. Keep that in mind, that whatever number it is we're using will go into 24 4 times. Whatever number it is we're using will go into this bit 3 times. So what we have to figure out is what is going on with this, okay? So this is going to give us a little bit of an idea of how to handle this particular situation, okay? So the first thing I want to do is figure out what will go into 24 4 times, and the answer is 6, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in my calculator. 24 divided by 4 gives us 6, okay? So what number we're using to do this math with is the number 6. That's going to be our magic number. And I'm going to bring you back to that number 6 here in just a few minutes, okay? So the part that we're trying to figure out is the x minus 8 part, all right? It's going to be equal to 3, but x minus 8 isn't going to be equal to 3 in the way that you would normally think of it, because this is all part of a fraction, okay, that is being reduced. So if 4 will go into 24 6 times, then 6 should go into whatever this is 3 times. Does that make sense? If 4 will go into 24 6 times, then 3 should go into whatever this is 6 times. And the reason that works, let me show you a different fraction to show you why this works. So if we have the fraction 12 over 18, let's say, okay? 12 over 18. And if we wanted to reduce this down by, we're going to simplify it to see if 2 will go into both of these numbers. 2 will go into 18 9 times. 2 will go into 12 6 times. So I took the same number and put it into both the bottom number and the top number to create my new fraction. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. If I'm using 6 to go into 24 4 times, I'm going to have to use something that will go into this, where 6 will go into this 3 times, okay? So what is 3 times 6? What is it? It's 18, right? So if we, what we need then is, we're dealing with the number 18, okay? So how do we get the number 18 from one of these numbers by subtracting 8? Well, we're going to add 8 to it, first of all, and we will get 26, okay? Let me walk you through that again to explain how I did this. If 4 will go into 24 6 times, 6 is my magic number here, all right? Then 3 will have to go into this 6 times. What is 3 times 6? It's 18. So the answer that we get once we subtract 8 from an x has got to be 18. So I just sort of reverse engineered it. And I added the 8 to the 18 to give me 26. Now let me show you what happens. Now we have 26 minus 8 over 24, okay? 26 minus 8 is going to give us 18 over 24. Now, how many times will 6 go into 18? 3 times. How many times will 6 go into 24? 4 times. So all of this works. So our answer that we're looking for is C, 26. The last problem, I'm going to take a picture of it and move it to the whiteboard also. Let me get a new page. Okay, the last problem that we're dealing with is one of those where they're not actually asking you to solve the problem. Instead, they're just asking you to show the relationship between their ages in an equation. So Matt is going to be blue. Matt is 3 years more than twice Rita's age, okay? So Matt is 3 years more than twice Rita's age, which is expressed as an R, okay? So Matt is 3 years more than twice Rita's age, okay? Does that make sense? So what is the relationship between their ages? The relationship is that Matt is 3 years more than twice Rita's age. And that's your answer. And there is no way to make that one any easier because all you're doing is reading the question and then figuring out which equation says exactly what you want it to say. Now notice, again with this one, just like with the other videos, if you've watched those, I did not start with the answers. I didn't start by looking at the answers. Instead, I looked at the question and I read the question and I figured out how to write that equation based on what they were saying. Then I found the one that actually matched what I had written already. If you'll keep in mind, for these particular problems, whenever they're wanting you to go ahead and get these things, figure out what the relationship is, or setting up an equation or something like that, all you have to do is create your own equation and then find the one that most closely matches it. I hope you've enjoyed our little journey through the HiSet here, and of course I'm hoping to do all of the other tests as well. With this particular document, you can find it at HiSet.com. It also comes with an answer key and it tells you which concept is being used, whether it's numbers and number operations, data analysis, algebraic concepts, measurement geometry, and it also tells you if the question is considered to be medium, easy, or hard. Now remember, just because you think something is medium or easy doesn't mean that they think it's medium or easy. The last two questions I thought were extremely easy. They had them listed as medium. Some of the other questions I thought were hard and they had those listed as medium. So it just kind of depends on your experience with this test and how good you are at figuring out some of these more advanced concepts. So if you want to know how to find this document, how I found it was I went to HiSet Practice Test Math 2017 and it's a PDF file. So I just clicked on it and it downloaded for me. And then I was able, if I wanted to, I could print it out or I could save it on my computer, which is what I did. And then I worked through all of it with you guys. So let me know if you like these videos and if you would like to see me do more similar videos with other of the HiSet subjects. I also have plans to go through the AccuPlacer math practice test to help those students who need AccuPlacer. So thanks for listening and have a good day.